Ladies and gentlemen, I am back. I am Cincinnati Man. Um, Welcome to the channel. If you're here for the first time, if you're here again, you're like, why is this guy reviewing all kind of random stuff? It's because I have a lot of interest. Um, about in November, a while ago, like 6 months ago. Is it 6 months? I ain't even, from March back all the way back to November. I watched Love Is Blind on the request of my friend James, and it was season 4. I enjoyed it, and now he told me like, "Hey man, season 6, man, I like it better than season 5. You got to watch." They it's May, it's March. Sorry, it's March 8th. Yesterday, him and his wife was on season 3. Sorry, episode 3 of season 6. Now they are on episode 8, and I was like, okay, I gotta get on this now. So let's. This is gonna be real quick. I'm gonna run this down. Shortly I will have a live review, a live watch on it as well. So please come and join the channel and watch it with me. I apologize for breathing into the mic. I need to find the right positioning because I'm like, I'm sounding like Dark Vader in that mug. Anyway, okay, let's get it started. Clay and AD. Clay and AD. I will say this. I know people are upset what Clay said, but at the end of the day, you will eventually see each other. You can say love is blind, but eventually you're gonna see each other. And as much as it hurt AD's feelings, Clay is right in saying basically, I'm really enjoying it. We got this great connection, but the physical has to be there. And the only reason I'm saying he's right because he's being honest with himself. We don't want an Irina situation where he feels that way when they go on a trip, or something, and then all of a sudden you look up and she's checked out, and he's like, what? Zach's like, wait, what about? We don't need none of that. So it's good that he was upfront with what he needs, but that's the risk when you do Love Is Blind. So, Matthew and AD, I was disgusted at first. I'm gonna tell you right now. Shout out to anybody who watches Power Raising Canaan. Matthew got that Ronnie energy. I'm gonna put this picture up. Maybe I'll try to put a side by side picture. They That's his same energy. Every time my girl says something like, he just got up and walked out. They let them finish their sentence. Somebody was like, he's like, "What's your ideal day?" "Oh, we'll get coffee and then we'll go for a hike and then we'll go to a festival or something." He just rolled his eyes and got up and just walked out like whatever. And then when he was so tired of rejecting people, when he got to AD, he sat there and was like, and she talked more, and he was like, "Oh, finally." I was like, because and it's funny because they seem like they fit each other so well, but then you find like we'll get there. So and then he gave her the lines, and he by the end of by right before the end of the episode, I was like, hey, okay, Matthew, you look like you're going for AD. Do what you gotta do because Clay messed up because AD was offended. Um, I'm not getting to the end of the episode yet. Jimmy and Chelsea. Um, Hold on, let me make sure. Sorry, I'm sorry. I apologize. Jessica and Jimmy. Jessica, you are 100% wrong. You are 100% wrong not to tell somebody from the very beginning you have a kid. And anybody out here who has a kid and is upset when they don't tell a man for a minute that they have a kid and they get upset when a man doesn't want to deal with it, you're wrong. Because Jessica said, "Oh, I'm a mom. You should get to know me first before you know the kid. You could tell me about the kid without me knowing the kid first. Like what? Like some people, some guess what? The sad reality of life is some people want to have kids of their own and not be step parents. Or some people don't want to have kids at all. But you have to let that be known up front and when you get to know each other, not day 5, day 6, to whatever, day 4. No, tell them what what encompasses your everything that encompasses your life. You know what I mean? Excuse me. Let's see what's next. Oh, so but yeah. So Jimmy feeling the way he want to feel. It's totally understandable. Where he says, "Oh, I need a minute," but he tried to save face, like, oh, "Okay, okay." What guys do? We try to understand, like, "Oh, okay. Hey, that's not a big deal, but that's just something very that's a lot." It's like, no, it's a big deal. Then it's a big deal. Um, Jimmy and Chelsea, and then he went through that, and then Chelsea was like, "I was married before." Guess what, Chelsea? Statistically speaking, they said if you get divorced once, you'll get divorced again. So the idea of running around being like, he took it so you tell immediately. What's wrong with saying immediately? Look, I know this is the experiment, but it's better to tell somebody up front something major like having a kid or being married before than try to get in your feelings the first couple of days and be like, oh, let me tell you this thing that might be, because that is a fear. Because it's like, okay, you divorced him. What makes you not want to divorce me? And this is even different because you can't even see me. Hello. Trevor and Chelsea. Look, Trevor gave them BS. But I remember Trevor was giving some BS like, "Oh, I was 98% in love with the girl I was with. He ain't 100." Nah, something's off about that. Something I don't even feel it. Hey, look, and he was like, "Yeah, I know I look crazy because of my muscles and my hair." Yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Trevor looked like he got anger issues, and he keep on saying, "Oh, I'm such a nice guy. I'm such a good person." There's something dark about him, man. I'll tell you right now. There's something. I'm like, man, he look like he'll slap shit out of somebody. Um, so yeah, so him coping for her like, oh, it's just fine if I was married. Oh yeah, that doesn't mean that's not a red flag. Stop, stop. That's a if you want to use the popular term red flag, how about the very least it's a concern? What's wrong with saying it's a concern? Oh wait, you don't want to hurt her feelings by saying it's a concern, so you refuse to call it that. Hello. Okay. Goodness. The randomness at the end when AD was talking to Amber. Amber was like, "I'm really having feelings for Matthew," and he said he said that he wants to run away with me and all this stuff. And Amber's like eyebrows start twitching. She was like, I was like, okay, look. At first, I was with her, but now that I've had time to gather myself. Amber is wrong. It's a dog eat dog world out here. You talking to Clay. You was on the fence with Clay. It's a dog eat dog. This whole thing, guess what? It's funny. She was like, I ain't gonna tell nobody, but she didn't say that she was gonna ask anybody about who they was talking about. So it was kind of interesting. Like, oh wait, I didn't say that. What did they always say? All's fair in love and war. So they got to war it out. This is a battle. But I'm about to watch the second episode. I am just shocked how, like James said, this is one of the messiest seasons ever. And off the episode one, I am 100% agreeing. Well, I'm Cincinnati man. Um, that's my quick reaction to episode one of season 6. Feel free to join me again. I'm having fun doing this, even though I didn't want to come back to this world. Y'all take care.